Hello everybody, Jason Napalm here. Just a quick video about weight training, weightlifting, exercise in general. And what I've been finding, and what you'll probably find as well when you're doing your weightlifting and your exercise and having particular goals of increasing muscle size, losing body fat, is that it's a bit of a swings and roundabouts situation. I've noticed that my body's changed. It sort of changes dramatically, then sort of plateaus out a bit. I tend to lose a bit of fat, and then my muscle definition comes up better. And then it goes through a period of like the muscle size grows. And then that stops, and then the fat goes down. So say for example, if I'm training my arms, and my arms hit 16 inches, which they hit 16 inches, and I'm like, that's great. So the size of the muscle increases, but then after that it sort of stops. And then maybe for, I don't know, a couple of months maybe, my biceps actually go down to 15 3/4, okay? And what's happened there is that the muscle hasn't shrunk, but the fat around the muscle has gone down. So it's a bit like, well, I'm gaining, but then I'm losing them on a sort of equal balance, if you get what I mean. So if that's what you're trying to do, like me, I'm trying to have as much muscle mass as possible with as little fat as possible. And that, as professional bodybuilders will tell you, is extremely difficult. You either tend to bulk up and put on as much weight as you can, or you get ripped and you dial in, and then you lower your body fat. And you know that as you lower your body fat, that your muscle size, or perceived muscle size, will diminish, will begin to shrink. So it's a battle of what do you want more? Do you want more muscle size or less fat? And so if you're trying to walk that fine line like me and try and do that balancing act of good amount of muscle, good amount of definition, then prepare for those times when you will get that growth, that muscular growth, and you'll feel, this is great, look, my arms have gone up, my chest has increased size, my thighs and, you know, all my other muscle groups have increased size, and you're really excited about that. And then as you carry on, when you next take your measurements a couple of months later perhaps, you notice your measurements have gone down, and you're like, what on earth has happened? I haven't really changed my diet, I haven't really changed my workout, and yet my muscles have shrunk. But as I said, your muscles haven't shrunk, it's just that the fat, you've been losing that fat, burning that fat around the muscle, so it looks like you're shrinking. People like Jeff Nippard, when he goes on a bulk and when he goes on a cut, you can see the difference. And you can see the difference in the person's face. They become more gaunt, more withdrawn looking, but they have really sharp definition. But on the other hand, if you want to be a beefy, good size, like bodybuilder or weightlifter, then you've got to prepare for your face to be a bit fuller, your jaw to be a bit more, you know, fuller, cheeks and so forth. It's whatever you prefer, to be honest. I find that being at body weight, I range around about 180 to 182 pounds, 184 pounds on average, and I feel pretty comfortable around about that weight. I think if I was to get defined and get ripped, I'd probably have to drop about a stone, about 14 pounds. So I'd probably have to get down to about 178, 176, no, not 176, 166 to 168 pounds, which is around about 12 stone, to get my definition right in. But the problem with that is you've got to be able to maintain that leanness as well, which means you're going to have to live by a strict diet. Now my diet isn't strict, but it's not rubbish either, okay? So I eat fruit, I have my fruit, I have it all in a smoothie, I eat my chicken, I eat my rice, I eat healthy stuff and some cheap stuff as well, just because I enjoy cheap stuff, you know? And we shouldn't deprive ourselves. And when we do deprive ourselves, we get miserable, we get grumpy, and it's all about what I look like in the mirror. And when you're going out with your friends, you've got to be conscious about what have you eaten, what you look like. But if you maintain a good balance of, well, I can pull my sleeve up and flex my arms and people can see that I work out, then that's good, okay? So yeah, swings and roundabouts, that's all I'll say right now. Be prepared for it to go up and go down, but try not to lose heart, okay? Because I myself have had to deal with the ups and downs and thinking, oh, this is so frustrating. Like, and because I'm not taking anabolic steroids or growth hormone, I'm not going to be able to get results fast, or have results like those who are using such substances. Okay, as long as we're all staying natural, keeping your testosterone levels within their normal range, then it's going to be harder for us. But keep at it, and one day, you'll look back. I haven't got to worry that when I'm 70 years old, well, not 70, when I'm about 60 years old, I'm not going to have all my gains gone because I've got them from steroids. Okay, and we do see a lot of bodybuilders that they look absolutely unbelievable in their 20s, early, late teens, 20, 30, 40s, even 50s. And then when they hit 60, 70, and they come off the juice, or they come off juice even earlier, it's like some of them have, and you think they've lost about 4 or 5 stone. Now, imagine losing 4 or 5 stone when you've been spending most of your life trying to gain that much, and the psychological effect it will have on you of you just wouldn't recognise yourself. Other people won't recognise you. You start having an identity crisis. So at the end of the day, it's not worth it to gain all this muscle and all this size only to know that once you come off steroids or whatever else you're taking, that you're going to lose it. You're going to lose it within months. So stay natural, okay? Stay natural. I would say testosterone replacement therapy, that's fine, okay? But as long as you keep it within the normal range of between 7 to 31 nanomoles, I believe it is, or NDLs, something like that. Check it out, okay? NDLs or NMOLs. I'll get them bits too confused. Point is, keep it in the range. Another way of seeing if your testosterone's in the right range is have blood tests. Okay, so going on testosterone replacement treatment, as long as you're taking a normal amount, that's fine. If you're taking no more than 100, maybe 120 millilitres a week, then that's classed as normal. I take testosterone replacement therapy, but I'm only on 40 millilitres a week. Okay, mine is way below what the so-called recommended amount is. Okay, recommended amount is around about between 100 to 120 nanomoles, millilitres, and I'm on 40. And you might say, well, why are you on such a low dose? Does that even do anything? Well, yeah, it does. With me, I've got such a crazy reaction to testosterone supplement, because my testosterone is 32 out of a 6.7, I believe it is, to a 31. So mine's at the high end of average. Okay, just a little bit, just 1 point over average. If I take more, which I did, I was taking about 70, 80 perhaps, when I first started, or it might have been about 60, 70. Anyway, I took that amount and it made my testosterone go up to 52. Okay, 52. I had a 400% increase in my testosterone by not even taking the recommended amount. It was still below the recommended. It was 80 compared to 100 to 140, 120. So as I've got a high reaction to it, I stick with a low dose. Just enough for my testosterone to be that of a normal person, a younger person, obviously someone perhaps in their 20s, in their peak health. So there we go. Well, if you enjoyed this video, if you got any information from it that helped you, get back to me, and I will see you in the next video. Catch you all later. Bye bye.